that can't be taken away from me by any bars in the world. Mario Savio asked us a generation ago to throw ourselves into the gears of the machine and stop that machine. And I have to stand up and ask you to do that again, knowing now that the gears of that machine cannot grind us apart. It's not what those gears do. Those gears can only grind off that outer shell that keeps us contained, that outer shell that hides that beautiful and powerful part of ourselves that connects us to one another. That freedom that comes from standing up and fighting back is a freedom that connects us to one another, a freedom that reminds us of our power. And even when I go to jail this year, I will wake up every morning and I will rise and I will sing that the one thing I did right was the day I began this fight.
Woo! Keep your eyes on the prize, hold on. Hold on. Keep your eyes on the prize, hold on.
Now we're at this point where we have two roads ahead of us. We have these two realities that we have to hold on to. And on the one hand, we see all the destruction in the world. And on the other hand, we see the movement fighting back. We see the threats that we face. We see the tipping points that we're approaching. And we see that grassroots movement and the 10,000 people coming to D.C. this weekend to redefine a new vision for our future.
Woo!
Over here, I see our government failing to defend a livable future. I see them failing to stand up in their responsibility. I see the corporations destroying our world, threatening our future. Over here, I see my people in West Virginia rising up and standing up to defend a livable future. Standing up, getting arrested. Over here, I see a corporate-funded fake populism destroying our democracy. Over here, I see 9 people getting arrested last Friday to fight back. And we hold these two realities right there in front of us, each equally real, each equally determining our future. And yet they seem to be getting farther and farther apart all the time. That movement over here, it's getting stronger. We can see it building. We can see more and more people standing up all the time. And yet that threat that we face, that failure of our democracy, isn't backing down. They're going in the directly opposite directions. And the world won't let go of me, and I can't let go of you. So all I can do is hold on until it feels like it's going to rip me apart. Until I feel like I'm spread so far between those two divergent realities that it's going to split me right down the middle. But all I can do is hold on.
Woo! Hold on. Keep your eyes on the prize, hold on.
And sooner or later, it does rip me apart. It rips open my chest. And what I find is that which spills out of that open wound is not that which I wanted to keep inside, but that which the world needs to see. It is that beautiful and powerful and courageous part of myself that I never knew was there until the struggle forced it out of me. That was that freedom, that vulnerability that connects me to others. Once that chest is ripped open and I have nothing left to protect me, that's when I find my true power, because it connects me to those that I never knew were there to stand up and protect me. Those that rallied around me. Those that supported me with a love that never could have existed when I kept it contained. That is the freedom that I found. It's that freedom that those who profit from the status quo always try to hide from us. That connection. The connections are what they hope that we don't realize. They try to convince us that we're like a little finger that's out there on our own, that's exposed and vulnerable and can easily be broken because it's alone and weak. They don't want us to remember that we're not just an isolated finger, but that we're connected to a hand that has many fingers that can unite as one fist. And that one fist cannot be easily broken. That one fist doesn't need to back down. That fist can hold its ground. And that fist is not a symbol of violence. That fist is a symbol that we will not be misled into thinking we are alone. That fist is a symbol that we will not be lied to and told that we are weak. That fist is a symbol that we will not be divided and we will not back down. That fist is a symbol that we are connected, we are united, that we hold true to our vision of a healthy and just world, and that we are building a self-empowering movement to make it happen. It's not a movement of NGOs that are trying to please the current corporate power structure. It's a movement of those who reach out to one another, take the risks, and hold on.
Yeah!
Hold on. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on.
And we know that building that vision of a healthy and just world is not going to be easy. We know the prices we have to pay are going to be high, the risks are real, and the sacrifices are personal. I know that I'll have to go to prison this year. And many before me have gone to jail for justice, and many after me will have to go if we're going to achieve that vision of a healthy and just world. But that's simply the reality of the challenge that we face. Every wave on the ocean that's ever risen up and refused to lay back down has been dashed upon the shore. But the very purpose of a wave is to rise up. Because once it rises above the horizon, it finally has the perspective to see that it's not just a wave, that it's a part of a mighty ocean. And the sharpest rocks on the wildest shore can never break that ocean apart. They can never wear that ocean down, because it's the ocean that shapes the shore. With wave after wave after wave after wave pounding against those rocks and reshaping it to a new vision. That is the kind of movement that we are building. Courageously remembering that we are not just a wave, that we are a part of the ocean. All those who profit from the status quo want us to think like a wave. But our children and our grandchildren are calling to us to think like an ocean. Think like a fist. Act like an ocean. Act like a fist. Rise like an ocean. Unite like a fist. Remember that power. Reach out to one another. Grab on and hold on. Hold on.
Woo!
Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on. The only thing that I did wrong was stay in the wilderness too long. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on. The only thing that I did right was the day I began to fight. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on. There ain't no one chain we can stand. It's the chain of a hand in hand. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on. We fought jail and violence too, but God's love will see us through. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on. I put my hand on the freedom plow. Couldn't take nothing from my journey now. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on. Well, freedom's road is mighty slow, but we got